Hi, Anissa. How are you today?
Hello Jay, I'm fine. How about you?
I'm fine, thank you. I'm good. It's really nice to have you here now. And I want to say thank you for you to join me in here. So, Anissa, we know that recently in Indonesia, there have been many conflicts and controversies, one of which
Yes,
is the TNI bill, or we call it RUU TNI. You know that?
yes, of course, I know.
Yes. And as a student in university, I would like to ask your opinion on this topic. I want to have a chit chat with you. Do you mind if I ask you some question?
Oh, what?
Do you
Sorry.
mind if I ask you some question?
Oh, of course, yes.
Yes. Okay. Let's move to the first question. I want to ask you, what is the first thing that comes to your mind when you hear about the 10A bill?
It brings concerns about increased military influence in civilian governance, remnants of the Dui Fungsi doctrine.
Okay. Okay. I agree. I see. And in your opinion, what is the most interesting or controversial change in this 10A bill?
Mm, I think allowing active duty military officers to hold civilian governments position without resigning, blurring military civilian boundaries.
Yes, it's about the fear and refungsi on our military, right? And then, do you think this bill is more beneficial or does it create new problems? If it is, why?
I think it's problematic because it risks undermining democracy and weakening civilian oversight over the military.
Okay, okay, I see, I see. And there are concerns that its bill could make the TNE more involved in politics and civilian position. What are your thoughts on that?
Valid concerns because the history shows military involvement in civilian roles and threaten democracy and human rights.
Okay, so it's gonna be gonna affect to human rights and our democracy, right?
Yes, right. That's right.
If you could give advice to the government regarding this 10A bill, what would you say, Anissa?
Refill with the bill and ensure civilian oversight, involve the public, and uphold democratic principles.
Okay, so you want say to the government to like have a revision and maybe to uh yeah to see again to the bill, right?
Yes,
Okay,
that's right.
so that's incredible. That's so good answer. I'm so amazed to your answer. As a university student, we need to concern about this condition in Indonesia, yeah, right? Okay, so
Yes, I
maybe
totally
that's all.
agree.
Yes, maybe that's all. Thank you, Anissa, for having you here. Have a nice day, and yeah, I hope you have a nice day. Thank you, Anissa.
Okay. You're welcome, Jay. Have a nice day too.
Recording in progress. Hi,
Hi
guys.
guys.
Hi.
Hi.
Hmm. It's nice to have you
It's
here. How are
nice
you
to have
today,
you
guys?
here. How are you today, guys?
I'm
Uh,
fine.
I
Think, of course.
think, of
Uh,
course.
Okay, that's good. So,
Okay, that's good.
uh,
So,
now I want to have a
now
little talk
I
with
have
you
a
guys
little
in
topic
interview.
in
Do you know
interview. Do
about
you know
lately in
uh,
Indonesia there have
lately in Indonesia
problems
there have
They have a conflict that it's called
Yes.
ROTN or TNI bill. We call it in Indonesia. Are you guys know about that?
Yeah,
Uh,
of course.
little.
Look, trending topic in Indonesia right now.
Yes, of course. And as a university student, I want to ask you guys some question. Do you mind if I ask you guys some question?
It's okay. You can try to ask me.
Okay, so the first one is what is the first thing that comes to your mind when you hear about the TNI bill? I think Faris first. Can you tell us what is the first thing that comes to your mind when you hear about the TNI bill?
Yes, I think when I hear about the TNI bill, what comes to my mind is about the passage of the TNI bill. Yeah, like that.
Okay. So, in your opinion, what about you? I mean, what is the first thing that comes to your mind when you hear about the TNI bill?
When I hear about TNI bill, I think it's not much in Indonesia because Indonesian have what to say every people in Indonesia have a uh, privilege about free to speak, and if this bill if this TNI bill has agreed in Indonesia, it will be problematic, I think.
Yes, it hurts our democracy, right?
Yeah.
Yes. And in your opinion, what is the most interesting or controversial change in this TNI bill?
I think to the national 10E that is in military operations other than war, namely assisting in efforts to overcome cyber threats and assisting in protecting and saving citizens and national interests in other country or abroad. Yeah, I
Okay,
mean
okay.
like that.
I see, I see. How about you, Amin?
It's a funny thing, as I think. Like we are a normal person. We don't have anyone job. And can you imagine the people with job like TNI had two job? Why can we as a normal people can have this that job?
Yeah, they have
Mhm.
double job at the same time.
Yeah,
And do you think this bill is more beneficial or does it create new problems? If it is, why?
of course, it will be problematic, I think, because I say it before, like it's not much in Indonesian because Indonesian have experienced this bill in 98, all right,
Yeah,
uh, and in that in that time, that bill not uh, there's a lot problem in that time. I think like it will be second time of that period.
yeah, of course. I see. And how about you, Faris? What do you think about this bill?
Yeah, from what I get from the news, that's the ratification of the TNI bill is about unrest over the position or power of the TNI in the systematic state and the decline of the democratic system, which indirectly we repeat the dark period in 1998, maybe.
I
Yeah,
see,
like
I
that.
see. Yeah, so there are concerns that this bill will could make the TNE more involved in politics and civilian positions. What are your thoughts on that, guys?
Yes, as I said before, it is the fear and anxiety of a repeat of the dark tragedy of 1998.
Okay, okay. So how about you, Ming?
I just like I scared if I said before about privilege to speak, right? Uh, if this TNI bill has agreed in Indonesia, I just scared that privilege will not able to be here in Indonesia. So I just scared about that.
So it's not good for our society, right? And
Right.
guys, if you guys could give advice to the government regarding this 10A bill, what would you say, guys, to the government?
Maybe I just want to talk or to convey to the government of the country to be wiser in making decisions and to be listen more to what we as a society say. Maybe like that.
Okay, I see, I see. I agree with that. How about you, Ming? What would you say to the government?
I just want to say like I not accept that bill. I just yeah, I just wanna our government uh refuse that bill and be like Indonesian before.
Okay, so save our democracy, right? So thank you, guys. Your answer is so amazing, and we hope that Indonesia can more uh get better, and this bill will get a solution, right? Thank you guys for having
Right.
you here. That's kind of you. I hope you guys have a nice day and see you guys. Thank you.
See you.
Okay, good afternoon, Gigi.
Hello, good afternoon.
Nice to have you here.
Thank you so much.
How are you today? How your fasting? Is it good or maybe
Good,
you?
great. So far,
Okay,
so
that's
good.
good. So, Gigi, we know
Mm-hmm.
that recently in Indonesia there have been many conflicts and controversies,
Yeah, I know about it.
and one of them is RUU TNI or TNI bill we
Uh,
call in Indonesia.
mm,
So, as a university student, I want to ask your opinion about about this topic. I want to have chit chat with you. Do you mind if I ask you some questions?
sure, go on.
Okay, let's move to the first question.
All right.
Uh, what is the first thing that comes to your mind when you hear about the 10 bill?
Okay. I have read so many news about that. I have seen so many news about that also. I seen so many report on YouTube or Twitter. And actually, there is only one word that come to my mind when I hear that is unfair. Clearly, the word that comes to my mind is unfair because everything that I saw, everything that I read, it's so, oh my God, it's so unfair for some people.
Okay, okay, I agree with that, actually.
Uh-huh.
And in your opinion, what is the most interesting or controversial change in this 10 bill?
Mm. The most interesting that catching my attention is, of course, the content itself. What is the thing in that itself? How it's so many controversial thing and so many thing that is, oh my God, it's so bad for some people. So the content itself, the thing that inside that itself, it's so bad. And that was the thing I give a highlight the most.
Such a nice answer, I think. And do you think this bill is more beneficial or does it create new problems? Why?
Okay. We can see there's so many people who resist that, right? So
Yes.
yeah, of course it was making new problem. Oh, that's not only new problem, it's so many problem. It's making so many problem inside that because we can see that was inside the thing that we call RO10 is that itself was not really fair for some people and
Okay.
it was contained something bad for some people, like they was thinking about themselves. What I read was they think about themselves. The government is thinking about themselves, not the people. Like that.
Okay, so it's bad for our society, right?
Yeah.
And there are concerns that this bill could make the TNI more involved in politics and civilian position. What
Mhm.
are your thoughts on that?
Oh, we will back at the first answer. It was unfair, of course. We see that was people, someone can have two positions at once, while other people can didn't have any position itself. I mean, they're so greedy and selfish. We can't call it selfish actually. So imagine you should be there, but someone else was taking your position. So
Yes, yes.
oh,
And
that
they
was so
have,
bad. I don't I don't agree with that. It's unfair.
yes, I agree with that. And last but not least, if you
Okay.
could give advice to the government regarding this TNI bill, what would you say?
Of course, cancel it. Cancel it, please.
Yeah,
We don't need that at all. It's unnecessary. You don't need that. We see so many people resist that, especially student. And I'm also a student, so I resist that. Please, government, cancel it. We don't need it. We don't need it. We don't need it at
I see,
all.
I see, I
Uh-huh.
see. It's bad for our society and
Right.
it's reminding to come back the Orba
New
or
baru.
Orde Baru.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
remind me of that.
Thank you for having you this in this
All
interview.
right. Oh my God.
Your answer is so amazing.
Thank you.
And have a nice day. Have a
All
nice
right.
fasting. Taqabbalallahu minna wa minkum.
Aku
I
mau
hope you
minuminku.
have yes, I hope you have a good day and good Ramadan.
It's for
Thank you,
you
Gigi.
today. Okay, thank you so
Yes.
much. See you.
Bye. Oke.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Jai.
Oke, udah ya berarti.
Okay, I will stop the record.
Oke. Udah ya, Gi.
Okay,
Thank
udah.
you ya, Gi.
Okay, can leave. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Oke.